Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Luigi Mario 991, and it's time for another one of my YouTube Let's Plays. And I thought it would be a great idea to look back at one of my favorite video game franchises that I hardly talk about on my channel, and that is Metroid. So what better way than to play the game that started it all? Oh, I mean the remake of the game that started it all. And that game, ladies and gentlemen, is Metroid Zero Mission. I've played this game a lot. This is my favorite Metroid game. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna go with easy route. Why? I'm trying to make it simple. Hold on, I want to read this first. Planet Zebes. I called this place home once, in peaceful times, long before evil haunted the caverns below. Now I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here, my so-called Zero Mission, Samus Aran. Okay, released for the Gameboy Advance in 2004, this is a remake, or basically a retelling, of the original Metroid. It greatly improves by giving Samus the ability to shoot in all 8 directions, giving her all of her abilities from, almost all of them, from Super Metroid also, new areas to explore, and all kinds of other things. So the first ability that we just got was the Morph Ball. The first power-up you get in the first Metroid game should be no surprise to you. Just press down twice and you'll go into Morph Ball. Simple as that. The reason that this is probably my favorite Metroid game is because it's fun, it's fast-paced, but the greatest aspect of it, the gameplay. Here's a Chozo statue. This is new to this game. You go to a Chozo statue, you crouch into it, and it basically tells you where another Chozo statue is, which basically tries to tell you on the route you should be taking. Now, these are just guidelines. You don't actually have to take them at all. Anyways, I am playing this on the Game Boy player for the GameCube with the Game Boy Advance SP, my favorite Game Boy, because I feel like I play the game a lot better if I'm going with the experience I had it on. With the GameCube controller, it just doesn't feel good at all to play the game. It just doesn't feel the same, in my opinion. The other Game Boy, the original Game Boy Advance, could also work good, but I no longer have mine. I got rid of it due to the fact that I could not find the charger, the batteries were dying, I was too late. Ow! I was too lazy. Rambling is gonna kill me! And I like the Game Boy Advance a lot more anyways. Look at how pathetic her beam shoots. Samus's beam is pathetic! But it's a good thing we're getting this upgrade right here. Probably the second most useless weapon in the game. The long beam. With this power-up, our beam can travel across the entire screen. Shouldn't have been able to do that from the beginning. Look, I get it. It was like that in the original Metroid, but really? Oh well. It's a minor complaint, because you can get it right off the bat. Anyways, so yeah, the long beam can now reach across the entire screen. This is not a 100% run. This is basically kind of me beating it as fast as I possibly can without trying to speed run or any of that. So look, we can't go anywhere because we haven't defeated Crater Rhythmic, so we're gonna have to defeat them before we can move on. Anyways, this is not a 100% run, as I stated. It's hard to find all the items, and it takes too much time. Ow! Anyways, here's a Chozo statue. Back to what I was saying. I'm just gonna beat this as fast as possible, so don't expect to get the reward where we get to see Samus without her suit or any of that. No. I can't beat this game in under an hour. I have never been able to do it. I've been able to beat it under 2 hours. That's it. And it was a close call, too. 100% run, it's not necessarily that easy. Okay, so anyways, you can use your long beam down here, but for speedrunning people who are doing the 1% run, Samus's beam can actually shoot down here and break this, so yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a cool little feature. Anyways, luck goes on my way. Yeah, you can do a 1% run on this, where the only thing you have to get is, I believe, a missile pack or the morph ball, I believe. I don't remember. I have never done a 100% run, nor will I. Okay, ow. So we go down here, shoot the door. Sorry, I just scratched my nose. Earthquake! No, not really. You go over here, and we get the missiles. Missiles. Lots of missiles in this game. Anyways, so get your missiles ready, and we got a mini boss. It's a worm. Not sure what its name is. It takes 3 hits, and you're gonna want to try to get those 3 hits on it as soon as you possibly can. I kid you not. You'll be saving yourself a lot of effort like this if you can defeat it. Because if you don't get the 3rd shot on, you only get 3 chances. We got the charge beam. The bug will escape, and you'll have to fight it at a later point, which will give you won't get the power up, which you're not really required to get it. Anyways, we got the charge beam now. With this, we can disintegrate enemies a lot quicker. Not to mention this: when you're climbing with an enemy while jumping with it charged, it will act as basically a more weaker version of the screw attack. And there's save rooms. Yes, this actually has save rooms. I'm going to save every once in a while, but I plan to not save too often. Mostly because it really serves no purpose. Because it's not a hard game. It has hard mode, yes, but it's not necessarily a very frustrating game. Like, you should be able to beat it without little to no issues. I'm just going to ignore these guys, even if I am getting hit once. So, I've played this game several times, and I know the routes to take. I will get a little lost at times because I forget certain things at times, but I should be able to beat this pretty quickly, and it shouldn't take too much time. So we got another missile tank. Yes, missile tanks. There are a lot of them in this game, as well as there's a few energy tanks here and there. Missile tanks, oh, you're gonna get a lot of those. Break the boundaries! Hold fire! Sir, they're coming! Hold! Yeah, don't ask why. Because I know what's going through your head. I'm insane, aren't I? Well, as you can see, we can't get here yet because we don't have a proper power-up, which we'll be getting soon. But, go down here, shoot these, and look, another missile tank. Holy crap, we've already got lots of missile tanks already. We got 15. I know it says 14, but it's 15, I promise you. Yeah. Oh, look, an energy tank. They are just really forgiving. Well, this is the first part, so they're gonna kind of, ow, give you some useful stuff. Yeah, little tip, you might want to shoot everything out of your way before you jump. Just saying, that could be helpful. Oh boy, yeah, I'm all alone on this. No guests, no, this is just me myself. And here's another nice addition to the game, is a map room, which finally gives us the full view of where we're at. Thank God, no more Nintendo Power on the original. Another reason why this one's better. Then again, the original Metroid has aged very well. Of course. Anyways, ow. Jerk. Ah! Okay, so there's a save room up ahead. Don't need it right now. Might come back to it later. Go here, and there will be a new power-up as soon as we get through here. With the morph ball, go over here, blast through the missile door, and we've got an ability. The power, not the power bomb. Why do I always say power bomb? The morph ball bomb. I can't say morph ball bomb. I don't know why. Power bombs are later on the game. Oh no, I spoiled it! It should be no surprise, that's a weapon Samus has had. Anyway, so we go down here, we can now drop bombs while we're in morph ball. So you want to go over here, plant a bomb here, and you're gonna have to do a little bomb jumping. And there you go. Now we're up to 20 missiles, and we've only been playing for 9 minutes. Nice. Alright, let's go. Oh no, the door just locked behind us. Oh, well, at least this door is in. Oh no, this door is locked too. I'm gonna bomb this conveniently placed pillar. Alright, start dropping bombs on these bugs. You want to get all these bugs killed, and bombs are the only thing that can kill them. And there you go. Pretty straightforward and simple. Ow, ow. I like how I said ow the second time even though I didn't get hit. Haha. Whatever. Alright. We're not gonna call it quits just yet. We're gonna wait until we're done with Brinstar, and then we'll move on. I don't know how I'm going to divide this. I wonder, should I make it one part per area? Maybe? I don't know. I'm wondering. I don't know how I'm going to plan this out. Maybe I'll just put it as long as I can handle it. I'm going to try. I'm basically trying to beat this in one sitting tonight. That way I can have videos to edit, save, and have them upload while I'm on my 1-week vacation in Florida, which is in the next 2 days, because today, for me, is July 15th. July 5th. Ugh, I come back on the 14th. 15th is the day I'm actually back at my house and blah, blah, blah. Bottom line. Yeah, we got annoying enemies. Hold the fire! There's another one, I think. Nope, okay. And we got another Chozo statue, which is somewhat useless for us to come all the way to it. What? We gotta go down to North there. North there, you say? Well, what a coinkydink. I'll go there, and I'll enjoy every minute of going there. And I'm talking in quite the accent, if I do say so myself. Oh god. Ow. So one thing you've probably noticed in a pattern is I tend to say, whenever I start an LP of every game, is that I usually, whenever it's a game that's the first I LP from a series, I usually tend to say, that's my favorite. Well, if you haven't noticed the pattern, I like to LP my favorite game from each franchise. Let me check the map room. Alright, yeah, I know. Okay. I tend to LP my favorite game from each series first, and then I'll move on to another one. I won't always do that, but I tend to. Like, sometimes my favorite games can be handheld ones. Or, like, on the DS, for instance, like, you know, because it's not easy to record without an emulator. I don't like emulators that much, because they don't usually work very good sometimes. And then, of course, there's other games that I love that are my favorite that can be ridiculously long and serve me no purpose to LP them. Which is why I would love to LP certain games, but they're too long, so yeah. Anyways, not sure where I'm going with this. I'm probably going to, as I made an announcement on my channel, this was one of the games I was going to LP, followed by Legends of Zelda Majora's Mask. I'll tell you straight up right now, Legends of Zelda Majora's Mask is not my favorite Zelda game. In fact, it's just barely in the top 10 on my list. Speaking of which, I will make a top 15 Legend of Zelda games list. That is something you should expect in the near future. Back on the subject of LPing, I also plan to LP the entire Crash Bandicoot franchise, something I've kind of wanted to do for a while. Yes, that even means I'm going to be redoing my Crash Twin Sanity run, because I was young and, quite frankly, pretty stupid whenever I did that LP, even though we did beat the game. I had Brian with me. It was a good night, but still, I want to redo it because, looking back at it, even though it is my first LP, I found it horrible. It's not technically my first LP, though. It's the first one that I've actually kept on there. And this is the major enemy of the game, Mother Brain. In order to get to her, we're going to have to take out, as I said before, Kraid and Ridley. And she's completely aware of Samus is approaching. That didn't even make sense what I just said there. Well, anyways, welcome to Norfair. Bomb down here. Boom. So we're gonna save real quickly, and then we're actually gonna cut this part short. I'll see you guys in the next part when we get to